자, 여러분 안녕하세요. 엄군입니다. 자, 오늘 NBA 2K20 LA 레이커스 대 유타 재즈 경기 10월 26일 경기 한번 플레이 해보도록 하겠습니다. 그 경기 시작하기 전에 많이들 문의 주셨던 사항에 대해서 한번 짚고 넘어가도록 하겠습니다. 쪽지로 많이 문의 주셨던 건인데요. 그 NBA 2K20 라이브 경기 할 때 반영이 안 돼 있다고 하셔서 자, 요 NBA 원래는 NBA 요 투데이에서 들어가는데 경기가 보면 이렇게 반영이 될 때가 있고요. 한국 시간으로 해서 한 밤 8시 반 정도 넘어가면 요게 NBA 투데이가 업데이트가 되는데 그 시간이 안 되면 미국 시간 기준이기 때문에 요게 반영이 안 되어 있습니다. 그럴 경우에는 어떻게 하냐? 여기 일반으로 들어가셔서 원하시는 팀을 선택하신 다음에 L3 버튼 밑에 보면 로스터 되어 있잖아요. L3 버튼을 누르시고 공시 2K 스포츠 로스터로 하면 이렇게 동그라미 버튼을 선택하면 로스터가 업데이트 돼서 플레이를 하실 수가 있습니다. 그래서 만약에 다음날 경기를 미리 플레이하려고 하는데 NBA 플레이 투데이에 들어갔는데 아직 라이브 로스터가 업데이트가 안 됐다. 그럴 경우에는 좀 전에 제가 보여드렸던 대로 플레이 하시면 될 것 같습니다. 자, 그럼 여기 있는 대로 LA 레이커스 대 유타 재즈 경기 플레이 해보도록 하겠습니다. 자, 레이커스 홈 경기고요.
There's a level of confidence that comes with being yourself that you can't really replicate.
I am who I am, and what is anybody gonna do about it?
Be the first just means I'm different.
Be true to who you are.
Do you?
I'm here with the #1 overall.
The Lakers coming through the tunnel with swagger. This looks like a team that's all set to go to work here at home. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Welcome to the
일단
weekend, everybody.
유타는 개막전에서
Let's
승리를
get it
했고
going with NBA action on
레이커스
2K
같은
Sports.
경우에는
Tonight, it'll be the
졌죠.
Utah Jazz going up against the Los Angeles Lakers here in
업데이트되었습니다.
Staples Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
생각보다 굉장히
Head coach Quinn Snyder is trying to help the
He
공격을
is doing a great
시작하면
job.
씹어먹을
Thank
줄
you, DA.
알았는데
And
레이커스가
here's what the
생각보다
schedule
그러지
looks like for the
않더라고요.
Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Avery Bradley is out there with Green, and it's McGee in at the center. And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams
아하,
back in
뭘 못
2011.
봤네.
Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
And it's Mitchell
나이스
missing.
리 데이비스 리바운드
So
좋았고
it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And
나이스
Green with the basket on
득점.
the assist by Davis. Green's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Lakers.
그린의 3점 시작 괜찮죠?
Now Conley. There's the triple. And Davis
나이스
calls it down.
데이비스 리바운드 좋아.
James against O'Neal. Took him
나이스
no time at all on that
LeBron.
one.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Now here is Conley. Gobert dishes to Conley.
뚫렸다.
And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Davis against Bogdanovich. And it's Davis missing.
Davis.
Well, you know, stopping him is never
Yeah,
easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Here's Mitchell. Bradley with some nice D. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. The drive by James.
아,
A second chance effort.
아,
Here's Green. And
Ah.
3 chances on that possession.
야,
But they
진짜
just
너무 안
couldn't find a
들어가는 거
way to
아니야?
score. Mitchell kicks to Conley. James against O'Neal. Back to Conley. Clock at 6. With the floater.
Nice block.
McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Now here is McGee over Conley. The shot
Nice.
good from McGee.
데이비스 스크린 좋았고.
Jazz have gone just 1
야,
for 5
마지막
from the field to
포스트
start the
시즌
quarter.
진출이
Here's O'Neal.
2013년이야?
The Jazz with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. James, the pass to Bradley. Kicks it to Green. Bogdanovich against James. Here's Davis.
나이스
He's now
데이비스
1 for
리바운드.
2 with that bucket.
이 조합이 원래 진짜 좋은데
As a player, Davis gets
저런
the job
그림이
done
나와줘야
inside in
되는데.
all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Well,
나이스.
that's a rebounding clinic right there.
들어가고.
He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
They get the rebound. Fouled on the
Nice.
shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty
오늘 시작
when it
좋은데?
comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Yeah, we call those winning plays, particularly when you're doing it with the kind of effort he does.
여기에 그
Those kinds of hustle plays, it'll be
쟤
interesting to
누구였죠?
see
시즌
what
나올 때는?
he's got left in his tank because he usually
저
makes a
친구
bunch of
누구였더라?
those.
And guys, at this point in his career,
그
Anthony
골든
Davis
스테이트
just
워리어에서 오네.
entering
아,
his
걔까지
prime.
셋이 딱 있었으면
Crazy to think
딱
when you look
좋은데.
at what he's already accomplished thus far. And now a moment to see the stats for Conley. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged 21 points a game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
나이스.
McGee with the block. They recover.
아, 블락 잘
To
좋았는데.
Mitchell. And the shot is long.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets
아,
of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Howard comes in for JaVale
그래.
McGee.
노마크
And Cook sub in for
했으니까
Bradley.
좀 좋았을 것 같아.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now here is Davis. He's coming off a 25.
르브론 3점, 그렇지.
Yeah, but I like how
아,
he
2점이네.
defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Gobert dishes to Mitchell. Outside Conley. Second chance shot. Gobert can't
어,
hit.
나이스.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy
Ah,
finish at the
block
rim. I
move.
mean, that's just against his constitution.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
천천히 가자.
And it's Cook with the
어차피
ball
많이
for
앞서고
Los
있으니까.
Angeles. Outside Green. And they double up Davis. The pass to LeBron.
아, 빨리
Nice
봤어.
passing here by Los Angeles. Howard in the post.
나이스,
Gobert on
하워드.
him. Howard, that's good. A lot of players keep track of their stats, their own team stats. But Clark, how much do guys pay attention to stats in game?
I have no idea. I mean, I know stat sheets are given to the coaches during the timeouts throughout the game, but I don't think players in general are able to monitor their numbers. Now, there are exceptions to every rule. I imagine every team may have a player or two that can chart these numbers during the game, but the vast majority are too occupied with playing the game to keep up with the stats.
And they're looking up at the scoreboard, too, aren't they? Because they give individual stats up on the board.
Oh, man. I tell you that, and then watching replays is one of my pet peeves with players. I mean, they should just focus on playing the game instead of always looking up to see if they fouled them.
Caldwell Pope pass to Howard. In the corner, it's James.
일부러
And he comes up
좋아.
with the deuce. James has got
노마크에서
6
무조건
points.
들어가지 일부러.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come
Jay
in with.
Hollywood,
Very
thank
aggressive
you.
offense so far.
Mitchell dishes to Conley. Knocked loose. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's LeBron.
와, slam dunk.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Conley. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And a miss
Nice.
there on the triple.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And it's Davis missing. Mitchell outside. And
Nice.
stolen by LeBron. Jumps up. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And it was ignited by the steal by LeBron. I mean, he's got his head up right away, and the ball is out of his hands quick.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter.
경기
He
오늘
has
잘
that
풀리는데?
terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his players, including
이게
Rudy Gobert.
NBA 경기를 하다 보면 가끔 유튜브에는 실시간으로 외국인들이 댓글을 많이
Coach Snyder doing a
달아주더라고요.
terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Ingles is the 3 and Green the 4. Mitchell is out there with Moutier, and it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. Ed Davis is checked in for the Jazz.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And, you know, with LeBron coming to L.A., the Lakers trying to speed up their timeline. I mean, the roster never quite got gelled. The end result, LeBron's first time outside the playoffs since 2005, which was his second season as a pro. That's a remarkable run.
And when you look back on LeBron's first year in Los Angeles, Clark, how would you rate it?
Well, I think a mild disappointment, but remember now, before he got hurt, they were 4 or 5 games above 500, but the injuries, some other drama,
점수 너무 많이
really,
벌어지는데?
changes in the front office,
어제 진짜
instability led to a disappointing and frustrating season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers.
아,
JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. And it's
좋았다.
Avery Bradley in for Quinn Cook. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the South.
어제 골든 스테이트 워리어 경기할 때랑
Kevin,
다르네.
coming
유타
into the
그래도 좀
2017
센
draft,
팀인데
Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. Kevin, Through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. PA, thank you.
나이스.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. So it'll be Kentavious Caldwell-Pope shooting. Jeff Green picks one up. Lakers shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
And looking at last season's numbers,
야,
down
13점
below
차.
70% as a team from the line.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, his defensive quickness sets him apart.
Mitchell outside. Here's Davis, and he uses the glass on the layup. Davis has got his first 2 points.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Passes to McGee. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. McGee's got his second basket of the game.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
Moutier finds Bogdanovic. Pass to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Now here's Green. Fade away. Here's Davis. McGee with the block. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. The Lakers will take possession.
And here we can check out the story on Avery Bradley. How he did last season. Last season put up about 10 points a game. 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contribution.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Jazz trail by 21. The drive by Green. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on JaVale McGee.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
And Utah making a change here. Conley's checked in. A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? Any direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly. And I failed to
있었으면
mention
진짜
a two-way
딱인데.
player at that wing spot who can defend multiple positions but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
O'Neal's checked in for Green.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Nice look there from Bogdanovic, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Bradley passes to McGee. Over Davis. McGee's shot is off. Jazz trail by 18. Pass to Moutier. Back to Conley. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Caldwell-Pope. And it's shot back by O'Neal. Moutier looking around. Got a piece of it. Outside Conley. From deep. Again, Conley missing.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Jazz trail by 18. Moutier pass to Conley. Wide open. O'Neal misses. The Lakers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. To the middle. Lays it
Nice.
up and in on the nice reverse. McGee's got 8 points.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Conley against Bradley. Conley left side. Over Bradley. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, tough game on the road.
Nice.
The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And the Jazz call time here. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Dudley. LeBron comes in for Caldwell Pope. Danny Green, he's checked in for Troy Daniels. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Avery Bradley. So it's the Lakers now after the basket by Utah.
And it doesn't even matter
저기
that
안
he's
들어가.
surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
They get it back. Moutier and the rejection by LeBron.
LeBron, one of those players who gets fired up by defense as much as offense, and that block going to put a major bounce in his step.
Now here's James. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
For Los Angeles, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. He hits both from the stripe.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
나이스.
Here's Green, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Free throw good, Green.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
Here's Conley. And the quarter ends.
오, 좋아. 점수 더 벌렸어.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Lakers ahead, opening up a huge gap. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The Lakers did not hesitate to set the pace. Their mission to dominate early was accomplished with a spirited 14-4 run to start. Big-time offense for them was the theme, and at the end of quarter one, they were up by 16. Then in quarter number two, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm, as smart and as safe as they're playing. They made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half. Start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that'll do it for our halftime report.
Well, Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
All fueled up and ready to go.
Nice,
Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Bradley in at the point. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Over Green. 5 on the clock. And it's Mitchell missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever.
But, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Back to Conley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
Boy, you look at Mike Conley. He's been around a long time, folks, double-digit years. Does a little bit of everything out there, and outstanding, not only in the locker room, but also in the community, too. Just 5-star in every way.
Howard's checked in for the Lakers. Look, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going, and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
LeBron, no good. The Jazz shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Over in the corner, Green. The pass to Howard. James outside. Over Mitchell. And again, the Lakers, no good. It's Gobert with the ball for Utah. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Mitchell passes to Conley. Here's Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Nice. James throws it down.
Boy, LeBron's so strong, so athletic, so smart. I mean, a bunch of his points come when he's driving full speed downhill, and he's impossible to stop.
Here's Conley. 8 points for him. Here's Mitchell. That's Conley with the assist. Conley's got 4 assists now tonight.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And they double up Davis. Green, the pass to Davis. From deep three-point range.
Nice.
LeBron James with the 3. LeBron's got 15.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Bogdanovich against Davis. Mitchell's shot is good. 9 points in the game so far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Nice.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovich, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate. He's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for LeBron. Troy Daniels comes in for Danny Green. And Cook subbed in for Bradley. The Jazz also changing it up. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Mitchell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
And Mitchell drops them both. Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D-Wade with how he plays.
Nice.
Finishing it off.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now, here's Mudiay, guarded closely. Tipped away, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Rudy Gobert, #1. Third is JaVale McGee.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
Green kicks to Mudiay. From deep. Poked loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mudiay.
And checking out the stats for Mitchell. Last year, getting it done. He was around 23 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And he was their top scorer throughout last season.
Well, his teammates knew whenever they really needed a basket, just look his way.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. They get it again.
Oh, Howard.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Mitchell dishes to Mudiay. And there's the feed to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
Daniels passes to Howard. Back to Daniels to the wing right side. Over Gobert. Goes back up. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Mudiay. That one no good. Excellent D from Howard.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
와, 저게 안 들어가?
Caldwell Pope no good. Jazz have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Caldwell Pope outside. Passes it to Davis.
그렇지.
Slammed in by Davis.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Down low. And Gobert with the basket on the assist for Mudiay. Mudiay's got 3 assists now in this one.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close. And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And that one's good. Daniels.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
And here is Mitchell. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We come back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. They've got Green. Williams-Goss is out there with Davis. And it's Niang in at the power forward position. Davis kicks to Niang. Oni, he's covered by Daniels. The dish to Davis. On the wing, Green. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And that's now 6 points for Jeff Green. Here's Caruso, guarded by Green. Right wing. Caruso, the pass to Daniels. Shoots from the baseline. Rebounded by the Jazz. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pass to Daniels. He kicks to Dub.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The drive by Mitchell. Good D by James.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. Mitchell outside. Out to Conley. Takes the 3. Rebound by JaVale McGee. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Back to Bogdanovich. All sorts of time. Gobert. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
O'Neal against James. LeBron is doubled. Pass to McGee. Tries a 3. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Anthony Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. Bradley's checked in for the Jazz. Conley, the pass to Bradley. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And Davis can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 21. Mitchell dishes to Conley. He's off on that one. Bradley with some nice D. And it's Davis with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Green inside the 3-point line. That's good on the jump shot. And the Lakers lead by 21.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
Here's Mitchell. Gobert trying to get open. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. It's Davis with the drop. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Conley's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game.
나이스.
Performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Offensively,
야, 이 경기 완전
defensively,
발랐다,
they are in
발랐어.
total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Stolen by Conley. Lets a floater go. Count that bucket.
Gotta admire how clever Conley is. Gifted at catching the defense off guard with that soft floater.
They kick it out to Green. The 3 from LeBron.
아,
Not going to go that time. So Utah will take it the other way. Conley, the pass to Bradley. The tray. Conley's shot is off. Lakers leading by 23. Green left side. Lakers working the ball around now. And they double up Davis. It's stolen by Bradley.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for JaVale McGee.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's guarded by Davis. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Five to shoot. Oni, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Niang. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Hard to prevent the bigger guy from getting a clean look there.
Fires it up. Los Angeles with another
야,
miss.
이겼다,
And so
이겼어.
it's the Lakers taking care of business here. There was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here
큰
is
점수
just
차로
so
이기니까
tremendous. Fans involved from the
저기
get-go,
봐.
and once they started to
후보
really
애들 경험
pour it
쌓게 하려고
on, it
걔네들
was
위주로
fun to see that
내보내네.
rhythm
크게
and
이기면.
flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony, this was a win where you guys looked like you were confident and
안토니
understood that you really can't win every time out.
베스트 뽑혔나 보네.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, coming into every game, we think we can win each game, and we definitely believe that. You know, we got to go out there and fight every game, you know, hustle, our energy, our defense, and, you know, we're going to fight for the rest of the season.
Looking good out there right now, Anthony. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
마이콜이 하면 저
For
인터뷰도
Clark Kellogg, Greg
한국어의 소리
Anthony, and
나오는데.
David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
야, 저 덩크는 진짜 기가 막히다. 자, 이렇게 해서 NBA 2K20 LA 레이커스 대 유타 재즈 경기 10월 26일 경기 플레이 해봤고요. 방송 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.